And so what we've seen in the last 10, 12 days, 14 days, is interest rates move about 0.5% higher, just like that.
This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now with local real estate expert Harvey Blankfeld.
What are rates doing today? And I asked this for a reason, because the answer, Cynthia, you said rates were the same or slightly down.
Yeah.
And Rick, you said?
I said they're down.
You said they're down.
From December, yes.
Okay. In fact, the answer is they are significantly higher today. More than 0.5% higher in interest rate than just where they were 2 weeks ago. This is the thing that I think the world has to wake up to. The Federal Reserve, they're the ones really making the headlines and the moves at this point. There's a couple of things that have happened here. We've seen the headlines for inflation, right? We got a new number even just today that said we have a 7% inflation rate. That is smoking hot, guys. That is hot. The Federal Reserve is obviously aware of this, and they have now begun working on getting that under control. And they're doing that in a couple of places. I think most people have heard that the Federal Reserve intends to increase their interest rates, the Fed funds rates, as they call it, and begin raising interest rates. But before they really do that, they're doing one step before that, which is they're stopping their purchases of mortgage-backed securities and treasuries in the open market. As part of the COVID crisis, interest rates were already fairly low, but they cut that to zero, and then they said, hey, we're going to begin buying all these mortgages and treasuries to stimulate the dropping of interest rates, and they reach these extraordinarily low levels. Well, that program is going to end. And at first they were saying, we're going to end that in June of 2022. Well, inflation it was heating up, it's heating up. They said, no, we're going to do that even faster. We're going to end this in March now. So they're getting out of that market in March. Well, the market was okay with that. That's fine. We get it. But it wasn't enough. Inflation is still roaring forward. So now they've hinted to the marketplace that, okay, we're not just going to do 2 rate increases. We're doing 3 to 4 rate increases in 22 to begin counteracting this. And then they hit one more surprise. They hit one more surprise in the market, which says our $8 trillion balance sheet that we've built up of buying all these mortgages and these treasuries since 2010 forward, all that balance sheet, we're now going to begin potentially to reduce that balance sheet. That means the Federal Reserve will be selling these items into the marketplace. That was the surprise kicker that is sending the signal to the market that they're getting serious about inflation and going to try to get this under control.
You've been listening to Las Vegas Real Estate Now. If you ever have a question about real estate or any of the other topics we cover, just call me off air or text me at 702-203-1165. You can also check us out on the web at lvrealestateradio.com or on our handle on social media at LV Real Estate Radio.